It's crazy that Sony pulled the plug on Concord after just 2 weeks, but can you blame them? I mean, look at the Steam charts right now. 38 people playing the game, and it shuts down in 2 days. It had an all-time peak of 660 players, and it's not that much higher on PlayStation. And for a while, that was the cope. Well, it's actually doing really good on PlayStation. Well, not really. We found out, thanks to several publications putting the number out there, that it's estimated that the game sold a total of 25,000 copies, 15,000 total for PlayStation. Stuttering Craig put this out yesterday. My insider told me in June, July, and August, Concord had only 231 pre-orders company-wide. 91 of them were canceled before the shutdown of the game. They sold 140 copies of Concord in over 900 stores. I want to reiterate, that is roughly 1 copy for every 6 stores. Not good. Not good. This game is... It is. I don't know how else other to say it, that this is probably the biggest failure in video game history. A lot of money went into this game, a lot of time, a lot of money, and it didn't work out. I don't know what they were thinking. Now, I get trying to replicate success. You see Overwatch and all of those games doing so well. Sony wants to have their own, but the character designs that they put into this game were so awful. It really is woke the shooter. It's crazy that they thought that that's what was going to push them and make them better than the competition by making every single character in the game ugly. It was a very, very strange decision. And there's some fallout from this. Oops. I guess they forgot that Concord has an episode in the upcoming TV series Secret Level. Oh, no. I just did a video on this the other day when I was talking about the marketing for this game, which has to be massive. Because, listen, when you're doing a show like this, Secret Level, which is an anthology show based on a bunch of video games, do you think they want Concord in there? No, they want Mega Man. They've got like 40K. They've got some big properties in there that are going to bring people to this show. Concord's not going to bring anybody to this show. Even if the game was a success, it wouldn't have the following that those other games have. So I guarantee you that Sony had to probably grease the wheels with a little bit of money to make this a featured episode of the show. That's just a guess, right? That's speculation, but it kind of makes sense. All the other shows in this are pretty big. I mean, Mega Man's been around for a long time, very popular. 40K, Unreal Tournament was in there, Pac-Man. I mean, these are all big, established properties. I can't remember them all, to be fair, but Concord was one of the newer ones on there. And, of course, we have the Cope, that beautiful, beautiful Cope. This one's from Pink News. Calling everybody bigots for claiming that Concord sales were due to pronouns and wokeness. Now, nobody's said that. There's a combination of reasons as to why this game has failed. But to say that the wokeness wasn't a part of it, you're out of your mind. Absolutely it was. Every character in here was designed for a modern audience. I've done several videos going over them all. The one I did yesterday talking about the shutdown showed them. They're all overweight, gender ambiguous. They all have pronouns. Even the robot has pronouns. Like, it's woke the shooter. And to say that had no factor, you're coping. And it's not just that game that's failed. Multiple woke games have failed this year. 2024 is going to go down as the year, at least, that woke started to die. I'm not saying that woke is going to completely end this year, but I do think the dominoes have started to fall, and you're seeing it right now, because it's not just in video games. We're seeing it in movies, television. Look at that Acolyte show. That thing was a disaster. People are fed up with it, man. They don't want it anymore. So now they all got to run out and say, whoa, 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 whoa. It wasn't for that Quidditch Cup. This Harry Potter game that they're so proud of right here on the right that features they, them pronouns. That game hasn't. Well, there's only 4,000 people playing it on Steam right now. Is that a win for Quidditch Cup? That's pretty low, I think. I think that's pretty low, and that's a Harry Potter game. But they didn't make a stink about that game this time. See, they were wisely quiet about it, because remember Hogwarts Legacy, they had Giant Meltdown and went crazy telling people not to buy that game. Well, this time they were smart, and they didn't do it with that Quidditch Champions game, and it's not doing that well. At least it looks like it's not, but it looks like a PS3 game, a cheap game. It was never going to be a big hit. How many people want to play Quidditch? You know, and I understand that it's a game people love, but that game would have done better if it had been a part of Hogwarts Legacy to make that the full package. But they didn't do that. They pulled it out so that they could make a cheap tournament game. But the cope is very real. Here's Jason Schreier, a guy who blocked me a long time ago. Never interacted with him. Never would have. But that's fine. Wild news! PlayStation's new game Concord performs so poorly that the company is pulling it. Every time a live service game with no hook or strong word of mouth fails to penetrate an oversaturated market, the most annoying people on the planet will be there to blame diversity. Zona, I just absolutely hate that chuds will take this as a win, and it will embolden them to be worse. I hate it so much. And there's Jeremy Prime. Gamers won. A Trump thumbs up. That's an awesome photo. I just did that one. Here's another one. My heart breaks for Firewalk Studios. The fact that it wasn't even given at least 6 months to properly sit through a season and adjust as a proper live service game is insane to me. It's very clear PlayStation didn't believe in this from the start and failed to support. Are you kidding me? They put it in a show. The marketing for this game was massive. They did support. They made a controller for the game. Good luck getting that controller, by the way. That controller is going to be expensive. Didn't support this from Vex Electronica. Estimated $100 million budget. Studio acquired by Sony last year and other projects dropped in favor of this. That is 100% true. 100% true. Sony put all their support behind this game. But what are they going to do? They're going to leave it for 6 months? There's less than 100 people playing it, Stella. There was less than 100 people playing. The game was unplayable because there wasn't enough people to play Rivalry. 8 minutes to get a match in that game mode. If it didn't time out because they couldn't find anybody. There were times where there were probably only 7 matches running in this game. Readjust it. They actually did the right thing. I got to commend them. They did the right thing here. They refunded everybody because I talked about that previously. So if they go free to play, they're going to piss off all the people that spent $40 on the game. And you do want them. You want them to come back because these were your diehards. These guys stuck with this game. So you can't just not take care of them. So they refunded them, shut the game down, and now they're going to retool it and turn it into a free-to-play shooter, which I do absolutely believe they'll do. And that'll probably get the game up to 4,000 or 5,000 people. In fact, honestly, curiosity will probably be in their benefit now because of what's happened with the game. And if they relaunch it as a free-to-play live service game, I bet you the numbers will probably go up because people are going to say, well, I want to see what this shit show is all about. And then it's going to be on to the game to impress people and hook people. But if they're smart, they'll redesign some of these characters. That can't be that hard to do. Some of them just need a color change. And by that, I mean like this gorilla guy here, like being pink and purple and white and shit. Like maybe like make him gray or something. I don't know. Like a lot of the colors on these characters, even like the Star-Lord alien guy, he's got an ugly color palette too. A lot of them just need color redesigns and make them more appealing. You need to make these characters more visually appealing. That's a start. That will help. That will help. And then finally, like this guy. This guy's ugly. This armor sucks. All of this shit needs to go and be redesigned. Like you could do some basic stuff to make these characters look better that wouldn't cost that much money. Some of them are just lost, like the one character that's wearing his pants over his belly. That's got to go. Maybe put some armor on him or something so you don't see that. Stuff like that. You're gonna have to do something. I doubt they will, but you can make some of the characters better. They need to do something. The scalpers are out. So here's for all the wrong reasons. The controller is going to shoot up in price. I haven't checked it, but that thing is going to go for crazy amounts of money now. It's kind of wild. So there's your Cope and Seethe update. A lot going on. There was even this. I guess some people are trying to get the platinum, so they're just jumping off of cliffs or something. For the rivalry mode, I don't know what that PlayStation Store. So, 2024, man, it's the year the dominoes fell. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.